During spring semester of my second year here at UVA, things were getting a bit dull. Living at Gooch Dillard was fun, but my friends and I decided we needed a weekend away. There were tons of places to go and plenty to do, but we chose a great American pastime, camping. After looking at campgrounds all across Virginia, we chose a small and cheap one in Standardsville, Virginia, about 45 minutes outside of Albemarle. My boyfriend luckily had a small pop-up camper, so he drove from Richmond to pick us up and we were on our way. When we arrived to the campsite, it seemed oddly deserted. We walked into the office, which also contained a game room that looked to have been unoccupied for years. There was a sign on the door telling us to leave our money and pick a campsite. We were a little nervous, feeling like this was the scene of a teen horror movie that we debated whether or not to stay. The place was quite run down, with the bathhouse missing half its roof and the playground containing rusted equipment. We rode down to the campsite and saw a large rock with the word "Beware" painted on it. This just added to our growing fear. The campsite seemed to be deserted, with only a few barking dogs around. There were trailers, but there was no sign of life to be found anywhere. We picked a camping spot as far away as possible from the other trailers and began to set up camp. There was an old train car beside our campsite that we began to explore. Luckily, the owner came down to greet us a few hours later, and we began to feel better about our stay. We started to play bocce ball. My boyfriend and I were awesome and consistently beat Jessica and Claire. Later, we began to build a campfire and start cooking. We sat around the campfire and talked and laughed. When we decided to go to bed, we put the campfire out. We walked to the outhouse one last time, and it was, I'll admit, a little spooky. The next day, we went driving to explore the area and scenery around us. It was a gorgeous view. At night, we began cooking once again on the grill and the campfire. Sadly, the next morning we had to pack up and head back to school. We had a good weekend and an even better story to tell.